Alright, Dad, what are you doing?
I am slicing up goose breasts for grinding and checking them to make sure there's no shot in them. When you're grinding these, no matter what your end product is, you don't want to run a number 4 shot through your grinder.
You also don't want to bite into one.
Yes. So as we're cleaning them, we're looking at them, picking off any feathers, bloodshot meat or big tendons, stuff like that.
So where'd all these geese come from?
We shot them up in Knox City in January with Stanfield Outfitters, home of the Big Honker Lodge.
Alright. Is that all we got in there? Some geese? Because we should have some ducks from...
There's some ducks
local.
from this season. There's some dove breast left over from last season. And we may or may not add some ground nilgai into it. It depends. We got about 9 pounds here. We'll probably have 8 pounds after we debone some of it.
And after a day's of labor, we won't have to pay $30 a pound for beef jerky or sausage.
Correct.
Alright.
When you're going to grind, no matter what you're grinding, you want to make it into strips.
Okay.
Okay. So, one thing we're doing, get fat and silver skin off where we can. It's on very thick. You don't want that duck fat in there, or goose fat. And like I said, these are from January, so.
How long did it take to de-thaw that?
We started last Sunday and thawing them in the ice box. And
So we've actually kind of tried to start this 3 or 4 times, but either we've had to gather up everything or we had to take we were going to do this last Saturday, but we had to find where all the goose breasts and the duck breasts and the dove breasts were.
yeah, when you have 2 ice boxes and 2 big stand-up freezers, you can lose stuff pretty easy. So.
But we got it all found, and now we know exactly what we have in there. And we found our next video.
Yeah. If you cut it into strips instead of chunks, when you drop it in the grinder, it'll pull itself in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you just chunk it up, and some people do, and that's okay, I don't care. But it doesn't matter whether it's chickens, pig, whatever. The grinder will self-feed.
I got you.
So there's a notch on their breastbone right here,
Okay.
and you can get your thumb between the meat and the breastbone, and you just push your thumb all the way to the top, and then run it along the bone.
We do apologize if you can't actually see what's happening.
This is, yeah, it's kind of.
This is our first time really trying to do one of these cooking videos. But that right now we are taking the breastplate and all that off of the dove.
Well, some of these were shot to pieces.
All right, go ahead.
I'm opening this package of bacon so that we can add some fat to the wild bird.
Okay.
Probably gonna do. We got about 8 pounds of birds after they're cleaned and sliced. This is 1.5 pounds of bacon ends and pieces, which is about right. So, you know, 8. You know, you don't want to go too much because you don't want it to be greasy and fatty and all that, but you don't want to go too slow either. Or too little, otherwise it'll be dry real easy.
So what type of grinder are we using?
The KitchenAid grinder attachment for the KitchenAid.
Now last time we did something like this, we used a manual grinder.
Yeah, we ain't doing that anymore. Manuel has been... I can't say it.
Yeah, you can say Manuel, you just can't say racist Manuel.
Yeah. Manuel has left the building.
Alright, we're rolling.
Alright, so we got our breasts all sliced up. I've got 1 pound of bacon ends here, or 1.5 pounds of bacon ends here. It's all going pretty good. KitchenAid is warming up. I've got it set. So we're going to start grinding. Start dropping stuff in. And it starts pooping out.
Goes pretty quickly, really.
It's going pretty good. Remember, always use your pusher.
Not your finger.
Fingers, not a fork.
This also happened on the week I met with a buddy of mine who's a butcher. He's talking about how many cutting injuries he's had because of that.
Yeah, golden rule, kids. 20 in, 20 out. Come in with 20 digits, go out with 20 digits.
Well, there's another adult version of that, but we can't say that for YouTube.
I can, but it's not gender sensitive.
All right.
So we're doing a coarse grind here. We're going to be making hot links.
Hot links, okay.
And so we're going to run it through a coarse grind.
And we ended up having geese, duck, and dove just in this bowl.
Yes. Stick a piece of bacon in there. You kind of want to mix your bacon as you're grinding. That way it's already kind of pre-mixed.
And I assume whenever we're done, we're going to mix this by hand a little bit.
Yeah, the step is we're going to get it ground. Then we're going to run it back through on the fine plate.
Okay.
Because if you're making a hot link's consistency is similar to bologna.
Okay.
So you want almost a paste when we start stuffing.
Okay.
Run this on a coarse grind, mixing it in, and then when we do the fine grind, it's going to all go in homogeneously. And
I mean, we can talk. It's a part of the video where we don't explain. Maybe a couple more.
let it catch up. Get in there.
Yeah, man, I was kind of tempted to buy the one from Harbor Freight.
The electric one?
Yeah.
Feel free to do that.
I might this year.
Make sure you get one with the stuff there attached.
Wow.
Otherwise, the option is using the turkey gun,
Yeah.
and you'll be squeezing the shit out of it.
Dude, like using the epoxy gun.
Yeah. Hey, babe. What you doing?
Trying to quietly all doing.
So now, we got it ground, and it's a coarse grind, about a hamburger grind, maybe a little like a finer hamburger grind. You change plates, and you dig all this shit out on you. Get everything out. Doesn't matter, I mean, but I just kind of like, you're gonna have to do it eventually, so you might as well do it between stages. Then you take your plate out. There.
Yep.
See, and that's this version of coarse grind. There's different plates you can buy for different grinders. Some of them have much bigger holes for like what people call a chili grind.
Okay.
But this is the KitchenAid
Coarse grind.
coarse grind. But that dishwasher, fine plate, holes are 30% smaller. Goes right here. This back on. The KitchenAid did pretty good. It basically ground 10 pounds in 15 minutes.
Probably.
I wasn't watching. I love the KitchenAid. It's fabulous. So move that over there. Need one more big bolt.
I'm gonna turn off. Fire it up.
All right.
So, are you gonna do any kind of mixing in the green bowl, or are you just gonna just?
We're going to grind it first, and then we'll put it in the KitchenAid mixer bowl.
Okay.
And use the red whip to whip it and mix it, and then we'll put it all back in this tote. And you need to start stuffing. Yeah, this one you have to stuff pretty good because it's not long, skinny pieces.
Yeah.
Shove it down in there. But you gotta keep it primed.
Now it's sticky.
Hmm?
And now it's sticky.
Yeah. But see how now the pieces, or all of them are shot through with some of the, is that the whole? Shot through with the bacon. And you don't have to use bacon. You could go to a butcher shop and buy lard, or beef tallow, or whatever. But you just need some fats in there.
Because wild game bird is very lean.
All wild game is very lean. Whether it's birds, deer, elk, nilgai, axis,
Rabbit.
rabbits.
out of 10, how's the KitchenAid performing?
The KitchenAid, for what it is, it's about a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
It does all. It does a couple things really, really well, and it does the rest of them okay. For grinding this up, this would be about the biggest batch I would want to run through. If we were going to do 50 pounds, we go get a commercial grinder.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this in an icebox for a few minutes. Yeah. The colder your meat is, the better it's going to process no matter what. Even if you're just slicing.
Really?
Yeah. When it's cold, it's more rigid, tends not to be mushy.
Okay.
Even though mushy is kind of the goal for this.
Workable is what we need.
Yeah. You want to give it a lick? You want to lick the spoon? Are we ready?
Alright.
So this 1 pound of seasoning will make 50 pounds of hot links. So of seasoning would make 50 pounds of hot links. We've got about 8 pounds of grind.
Yep.
So we got to divvy it up. So really we need about 3.7 ounces out of this package to go in this. And then we're going to mix it and then we're going to let it marinate.
Okay.
So we're going to, I've got my scale here. It's zeroed out. That's a little over 3 ounces.
And we're shooting for 3.5.
Damn, pepper got me. A little more than, between 3.5 and 4.
Okay.
So that's about 3 5/8 ounces. Okay. So that's about good. Yeah, we slopped it a little bit, but that's okay. So now,
And we are using Adkins East Texas Hot Links.
yes. So in the words of Guy Fieri, people in East Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, parts of Oklahoma, they know about hot links. Everyone else, they don't know about hot links.
So you're mixing it with water.
We'll mix a little water in it. Get it mixed up pretty good. Use my handy dandy frother mixer that my wife bought me. We're going to just pour it in there. A little bit. Get some gloves on now.
You can come in here.
So,
Now you just,
yeah, we're just going to do a little kneading and mixing and, you know, kind of get it distributed. Get it off my fingers. Need to get some right size gloves here tomorrow. Grab that and pour the rest of that in here. Just kind of pour it around. Spread it all over. There you go. That's good. Ooh, yeah.
They looking tasty yet?
Yeah. It's smelling that way. We're not going to mix it too much. We won't break down too much. It's already broke down, but we really don't want it to toughen up.
Okay.
So we're going to let that sit. We're probably going to rinse that out, pour a little more on top of it. Let it all get friends with each other overnight in the freeze or in the refrigerator. And then tomorrow will be stuffing day. You've heard of Boxing Day. Tomorrow's going to be stuffing day.
I feel like that's a reference.
It is. No Mexicans celebrate Boxing Day.
All right, Dad, what we got?
We went to Academy and got a game winner 12-pound electric meat grinder.
Why did we get that?
Because we needed a sausage stuffer, and even though the KitchenAid does pretty good in small batches, I could buy this with the sausage stuffing attachment for less than a sausage stuffer.
Yeah, by a good margin.
By like $60 margin.
Yeah.
So we don't do a whole lot of these, so we didn't need the $600 meat grinder, but I think this one will do just fine for making 1 or 2 batches a year.
Yeah.
So let's get her opened up. Instructions. Polystyrene.
What was that? Oh, just the beater.
I'm sure that's auger. Meat tray. Grinding attachment. Grinder itself. Set that over there, please.
because this is pushing it off the ground.
Right here. Never spoon. Now, if I go to South Texas, it'll be cold before I come back.
Yeah.
But you need to put it in the water.
Yeah, that's fine. Most of that stuff's about to open up.
I think they started the application this week.
Yeah. So we still didn't even throw in any milk on this.
No. Well, and considering the brown little guy, it's a pain in the ass to have something with.
Yeah.
Sort of chili or tacos.
Even this?
No, we could do this. But it doesn't make good burgers.
No, it does not.
It makes okay stuff if it's smothered, like an onion gravy or something.
Yeah. I gotta admit, I was fairly disappointed in the Millback burger. But they are good steaks.
Oh yeah. Okay, shut it off.
Yeah, I'm gonna put in most of the draw hunts for a lot of stuff this year.
So,
And a lot of the stuff down on wildlife refuges on the coast.
put in for the wildlife, the whitetail hunts.
Oh yeah, that's my plan.
Okay.
Especially since this year.
And you can do those by yourself. Most of them are not bad. And
Yeah.
you can take your truck on the vast majority of them. Stay out of the Davis Mountains by yourself. Okay, stay out west by yourself.
Okay.
Put in for the mule deer and pronghorn. There's the only one I'm gonna apply for is pronghorn.
You're not even gonna apply for a meal deal?
Probably not. We'll see how this week goes.
Okay.
Okay. Don't apply for the alligator hunt. If we get the boat, don't have it just come out.
No, I'll apply for that. No matter what.
You might take a mosquito on alligator hunt. I told you about that, right?
Yeah. So you know who was doing this first?
Who?
Casey.
Casey.
Russell.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. He's trying to sell that somewhere.
He ain't sold it yet though.
No.
And before I rent the boat. I don't care about dropping a 22 for the fast boat that's rented. Where don't this blood come from? Don't know. Here's your money back.
Have you not seen it? Sorry.
No, if I got hit the alligator tag, I'd go rent a boat from one of those places down there on the coast.
Yeah.
I have no problem. If I have to rent one of their big ski boats, imagine that. $100,000 ski boat, 16-foot alligator thrown across it dead.
So talking to Mike McWilliams years ago about it, you're going to get a 6-foot.
Yeah. I'll be fine with 6-footer.
Yeah.
That make, you know what that makes?
Life easy.
Makes life easy, and it makes me either a gun case or a pair of boots.
Yeah.
Ready?
Make it happen. Okay.
I think this was only from a moderately successful season.
Yeah, 8 pounds. Okay, go get like 3 slices of bread out of the pantry.
Doesn't matter what kind.
Nope.
You want to put it in the,
You stuff it down through there and it pushes all the pookie out.
Three?
Yeah, just 1 or 2. You know, I mean, just a few. Okay. Let's go, Daddy-O.
I don't think that's what they meant when they said stuffed bread.
No.
Want one?
Yeah.
Too bad you couldn't get it all the way to the end on that one.
I probably could have, but we're gonna hit bread pretty quick.
All right. Ready?
Yep.